Night hung low, too still, too near, like it was waiting just to hear. Every breath I tried to hide, every truth I kept inside. The moon was thin, a crooked blade, cutting through the choice I made. And in that silence, cold and true, began the night I buried you. I dug the ground with shaking hands, through broken dirt and shifting sand. Each shovel's weight a heavy sound, like it was judging what I'd found. You didn't speak, you didn't cry, just stared at me with hollow eyes, like you already knew the end before it ever could begin. The trees stood still, the wind held tight, like even nature feared that night. And every shadow stretched too long, like it was watching what went wrong. I tried to tell myself a lie, that this was mercy in disguise. But deep beneath the dirt and dread, I knew the truth I couldn't shed. It was the night I buried you alone, in a place where nothing's ever known. No cross to mark, no prayer to say, just silence swallowing the day. Oh, I tried to leave it all behind, but it's carved too deep inside my mind. And every step I take feels through the ground that holds what I did to you. Earth was soft, too soft to trust, like it remembered blood and dust. And every inch I covered slow felt like something I couldn't let go. I turned away, but heard it still, a quiet sound against my will. Not from the ground, not from the air, but from a place already there. The shovel fell, my hands went numb, like I had nowhere left to run. And in the dark I swore I knew the night had buried me there too. The moon went dark behind a cloud, like it refused to look down now. And every breath became a thread, binding me to what was dead. It was the night I buried you alone, in a place where nothing's ever known. No cross to mark, no prayer to say, just silence swallowing the day. Oh, I tried to leave it all behind, but it's carved too deep inside my mind. And every step I take feels through the ground that holds what I did to you. I left that place before the dawn, but something followed me along. Not in shape, not in sound, just a weight I carried around. Every mirror shows your stare, every shadow says you're there. And every time I close my eyes, I see the truth I can't deny. You don't haunt, you don't chase, you just remain in every place. A quiet presence I can't undo, a living echo left of you. And maybe I was never free from the moment you looked at me. Not anger, not fear, not even blame, just something deeper without a name. A bond that didn't break with earth, a silence louder than its worth. And every breath I take since then feels like I'm digging once again. It was the night I buried you alone, but I was never left on my own. No grave can hide, no dirt can keep what refuses death, what won't sleep. Oh, I tried to run, but now I see there ain't no distance left for me. And every the soil feels thin, like it might give way again. No peace to find, no truth to claim, just endless echo without a name. And if you ever stand where I stood and feel the pull beneath the wood, don't turn away, don't follow through, or you'll relive the night I buried you. The night still waits where I began, with open earth and empty hand, and somewhere deep where shadows grew, it's always the night I buried you. Chase, just echoes of a different place. The sky hung low, the day ran thin, and I already wasn't where I'd been. I heard them coming miles away, but by then there was no way to undo what had been done, or outrun the setting sun. The sheriff's badge caught pale light, like judgment dressed in something right. But I wasn't standing where they aimed, not quite guilty, not quite framed. The town had already closed its eyes, like truth was something it denies. And every step they took toward me felt like delayed apology. The wind went still, the road went wide, like it was choosing its own side. And every breath I tried to take just marked the ground they break. The law found me too late that day, nothing left to take away. No chains to bind, no words to say, just shadows in the fading gray. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but time had already decided. And every step they tried to claim just called out a different name. The horses slowed, the dust fell down, like it was morning what they'd found. But I was still one step ahead of everything they thought I'd said. A broken fence, a hollow gate, too little mercy, too much fate. And every rule they came to serve felt like it lost its nerve. The paperwork, the final call, meant nothing standing where I fall, because the truth had slipped away long before that final day. The law don't move as fast as sin, it only shows up where you've been. And every second ticking through had already passed me too. The law found me too late that time, after every crooked line. No trial left, no place to stand, just echoes slipping through their hand. Oh, I tried to wait, I tried to stay, but fate had gone the other way. And every truth they tried to name was already not the same. They stood there quiet, guns half low, like even justice didn't know if I was villain, ghost or lie, or just a man they passed by. The wind picked up, the clouds broke thin, like something else was listening. And in that pause I understood they never would, they never could. The law everything that's already done. Every second you negate becomes a law that's always late. And justice don't always arrive before the moment stops alive, till everything you tried to fight is already out of sight. The law found me too late for me, and I was already free, not from chains but from their claim, from even knowing my own name. Oh, I tried to stop, I tried to wait, but it always comes too late. And every road I tried to trace was empty of my place. Now I don't run, I don't resist, I live in what they've come to miss. No guilt to serve, no truth to wait, just footsteps fading away. And if you'll ever hear that sound of boots on empty, broken ground, don't wait for them, don't trust their pace, or you'll vanish without a trace. The dust still falls, the sky grows dim, but nothing ever catches him, and I remain where echoes fade. Beyond the law, too late was made. There's a glass on the counter, half gone cold, like every truth I never told. The bottle leans like it can see everything I used to be. The room is quiet, lights run low, like they already seem to know that every lie I've ever tried leaves whiskey stains and alibis. I came in late with shaking hands, dust on boots from broken plans. The bartender don't ask me why, just wipes the truth out of his eyes. There's a name carved in the bar, not mine but close enough so far, like someone tried to leave a mark but couldn't do it in the dark. The jukebox hums a dying song, like it knows I don't belong, and every note that drifts and dies feels like whiskey stained goodbyes. I say I'm fine, I say it slow, but the truth don't care what I show, and every breath I try to hide turns into another lie. Whiskey stains and alibis tonight, trying to make wrong feel right, but every drink I try to pour just opens up the truth some more. I tried to drown what I became, but the bottle knows my name, and every sip I can't deny just writes another alibi. The mirror behind the bar looks cracked, like it remembers every act. 1,000 faces I once wore, still staring from the glass and floor. I swear I see him next to me, the man I used to claim to be. But when I blink, he slips away like he was never meant to stay. The ice melts slow and amber light, like a surrender in the fire. And every drop that hits the wood feels like regret misunderstood. The truth don't shout, it don't complain, it just keeps dropping through the pain. Every excuse I supply just builds another alibi. Whiskey stains and alibis tonight, trying to make wrong feel right. But every drink I try to pour just opens up the truth some more. I tried to drown what I became, but the bottle knows my name, and every sip I can't deny just writes another alibi. The bartender finally looks my way, like he's heard every word I say. He says, son, you don't need more, you just keep running from the score. But I just laugh into the glass, like I can make the feeling pass. But truth don't fade, it multiplies in whiskey stains and alibis. Outside the wind begins to creep, like it knows I can't escape. And every step I take toward night feels like surrender dressed in white. It ain't the drink that does me in, it's everything I've hidden in. Every lie I let survive now keeps me barely alive. And alibis don't wash away, they just grow heavier each day, till every truth I try to rise drowns in whiskey and alibis. Whiskey stains and alibis remain, mixed with memory and pain. No clean slate, no final try, just broken truth and hollow lies. So I tried to drink it all away, but it only made me stay. And every night I can't deny I live in whiskey stains and alibis. And now I don't run, I don't pretend, I just wait for nights to end. No clean escape, no truth to find, just echoes soaked in cheap red wine. And if you ever feel that chill in bars where time just won't sit still, don't trust your drink, don't trust your eyes, you'll drown in alibis. The glass goes dry, the night runs thin, but nothing here is washed of sin. And I remain where truth defies, whiskey stains and alibis. Church bells ring, but not for peace. They echo through a broken release, and every note feels sharp and thin, like something trying to begin. The stained glass burns in morning light, but nothing here feels wholly right. And in the hush between each prayer, she knew something was hidden there. She walked the halls like she belonged, but something in her felt too strong, too sharp for all the words they prayed, too clear care for sins they tried to fade. Her father spoke with steady tone, but never when she was alone. And every sermon he would give seemed like a place where lies could live. She found the book beneath the stair, like tight, like someone hid it there. Not scripture clean, not gospel pure, but something darker at its core. She didn't scream, she didn't run, just read the truth that came undone. And every page she turned too fast pulled her deeper in the past. The preacher's daughter knew too much that day about the things he'd swept away. No holy light, no saving grace could hide the truth upon her face. Oh, she tried to speak, she tried to flee, but truth don't always set you free. And every word she tried to show was something they refused to know. The basement door was always locked, but late at night she heard it talk. Not voices clear, but shifting sound, like something breathing underground. A shovel leaned against the wall, like it remembered every call. And every stain she couldn't place felt like it carried someone's face. She wrote it down in quiet ink, the things they never dared to think. But paper burns and truth will hide when fear is standing right outside. She held the weight without a word. Too much was seen, too much was heard, and every truth she couldn't trust turned into falling dust. The preacher's daughter knew too much that night about the shadows out of sight. No sanctuary, no disguise could save her from what truth implies. Oh, she tried to speak, she tried to flee, but truth don't always set you free. And every step she tried to take just led to something they would break. They say she vanished without trace, but I still see her hidden face in every mirror cracked and worn, in every silence newly born. The preacher never changed his tone, still stood there preaching all alone. But something in his eyes went still, like something finally lost its will. And every hymn the church still sings feels heavier than broken things, like someone left a truth behind that echoes through the preacher's mind. It ain't the book, it ain't the sin, it's everything that's trapped within. Every secret left to grow becomes the thing you cannot know. And truth don't always wear a crown, sometimes it burns whole kingdoms down, till every prayer you try to clutch can't save you from what's known too much. The preacher's daughter knew too much to stay, and there was nothing left to say. No holy path, no second chance, just silence in the final glance. Oh, she tried to walk, she tried to be the voice they'd never let be free. And every truth she couldn't show still haunts the ground below. Now I don't pray, I don't believe, I just remember what I see. No faith to save, no lies to clutch, just what she knew, too much. And if you ever hear her name whispered soft like dying flame, don't look too close, don't stay too long, or you'll learn what went so wrong. The bells still ring, the choir sings, but something darker softly clings. And I remain where shadows touch, with with the truth she knew too much. The night rang low like it had nowhere else to go. Glass and laughter, smoke and sin all circle me within. And in that noise so loud, so tight, I lost my faith that night. It started small, a careless word, the kind you wish you never heard. Then bottles turned to breaking sound, and truth got knocked right to the ground. The jukebox died mid-fading tune, like even music left the room. And every promise I once knew got buried in the blue. No holy sign, no warning grace, just fists and flash and broken space. The air got thick, the floorboard shook, like even heaven took a look. And every breath I tried to save just fell into the grave. I lost my faith in a barroom fight that night, under flickering, dying light. No prayer could land, no voice could stay, just chaos pulling it away. Oh, I tried to hold, I tried to pray, but it all got swept away. And every step I tried to take still feels like what I break. A broken glass, a shattered name, nobody there was quite the same. The preacher's son drifted too, all just red and blue. The floor was slick with truth and lies, reflected in 1,000 eyes. And in that mess of blood and sound, no high ground was found. The cross I wore inside my chest got lost among the rest. The night don't care who's right or wrong, it only turns it into song. And every breath I can't rewind still lingers in my mind. I lost my faith in a barroom fight for me, and never set me free. No final word, no saving hand, just glass across the land. No, I tried to stay, I tried to run, but the damage was already done. And every breath I tried to find still shakes inside my mind. Now every time I hear that sound of bottles breaking on the ground, it takes me back to where it fell, where heaven turned to hell. Not devil there, not angels either, just men who couldn't be believers. And somewhere in that final swing, I lost everything. Not God, not hope, not truth or flame, just something I can't name. It ain't the bar, it ain't the fight, it's everything feels not right. Every faith we try to keep still cracks and broken sleep. And belief don't always die clean, sometimes it's lost between a shattered glass and fading light inside a barroom fight. I lost my faith in a barroom fight for good, and I've no faith in even understood. No peace to find, no place to stand, just the broken bottles in my hand. Oh, I tried to pray, I tried to stay, but it all slipped away. And every breath I try to keep still drifts too deep. Now I don't pray when nights get long, I just remember what went wrong. No truth to fix, no past, and then just echoes that don't end. Not devil there, not angel. Cry, it just turns pale, like it's forgotten how to wail. Wind moves slow through cracked up ground, where nothing living makes a sound. The earth is tired, bone and dry, like it once learned how to die. And every breath the land lets out is shaped like silence, wrapped in doubt. I came back home to find it gone, like it never learned to carry on. Fields that once were days it can't even tell. My boots sink into fractured clay, like the land itself is slipping away. And every step feels twice removed from anything that once was true. I swear I heard the ground reply, a low exhausted kind of sigh, like it remembers every fall, but can't forgive it all at all. These are tears on barren soil, where nothing grows but endless toil, where every drop that tries to stay just fades and slowly drains away. Oh, I've cried enough to fill the cracks, but the earth just takes it back and leaves me standing all alone on a graveyard made of stone. The riverbed is a scar of dust, where water died and turned to rust. I followed it like it might lead home, but it only showed me how to roam. Old tree stumps like forgotten names, burned out by invisible flames. They used to stand like living proof, but now they're just a hollow truth. I knelt down where the roots once grew, trying to find something I knew, but all I touched was broken time and echoes of a life gone blind. The wind don't bring what it once did, just whispers of what it hid, and every hope I try to claim turns back into dust and shame. These are tears on barren soil, where nothing grows but endless toil, where every drop that tries to stay just fades and slowly drains away. Oh, I've cried enough to fill the cracks, but the earth just takes it back and leaves me standing all alone on a graveyard made of stone. I see my father in the heat haze line, working the land that once was mine. His face is blurred by time and dust, like memory dissolves in trust. He doesn't speak, he just keeps on working ground that's almost gone. And I wonder if he even knows the future here no longer grows. A distant thunder shakes the plain, but it never turns into rain. Just empty sound across the sky, like even storms refuse to try. And I realize in this fading land, nothing grows the way we planned. Every seed we ever gave just learned how to become a grave, and hope itself is just a name for something that forgot its flame, left to rot beneath the sun before it ever could become. These are tears on barren soil, where nothing grows but endless toil, where every drop that tries to stay just fades and slowly drains away. Oh, I've cried enough to fill the cracks, but the earth just takes it back and leaves me standing all alone on a graveyard made of stone. Now I don't cry like I used to do, the ground already drank it too, and all that's left inside of me is what refuses to believe. The wind still moves, the sun still burns, but nothing here returns, just endless land and empty years, and echoes made of dried up tears. So I walk where the dead crops lie, under a fractured endless sky, and every step I take recalls tears falling on barren soil. There's a road that cuts through a dead man's field, where the crops don't grow and the wounds don't heal. Every mile's got a story buried in dust. Every cross leans sideways like it gave up on us. I've been walking it slow with a bottle and guilt, with the past I can't bury and a fate already built. Mama's voice still cracks through the wind at night, but it fades when I step out of the light. And the sky hangs low like it's closing in, like it knows every place that I've been. God forgot this road I'm on. Let me hear where the hope is gone. Every prayer just turns to stone in a place that won't let go. Hear the silence scream my name like it's feeding on my shame. I don't kneel, I don't beg. Just keep walking where the lost souls bled. There's a diner still open at 9:30, with a waitress who don't blink at anyone. She poured me black coffee with a shaking hand, said, "You ain't the first to not understand." I said, "What happens to men like me?" She just laughed like she'd seen what I'd see. Then she pointed outside to the empty night, said they keep walking till they lose the fight. And the neon buzz felt like a warning sign, like the end was already mine. God forgot this road I'm on. Let me hear where the hope is gone. Every prayer just turns to stone in a place that won't let go. Hear the silence scream my name like it's feeding on my shame. I don't kneel, I don't beg. Just keep walking where the lost souls bled. There's a grave with no name by the roadside bend, just a number scratched deep like a final end. I felt something pull when I passed it by, like a piece of me didn't want to survive. Then I saw my face in the shattered glass of a rusted car from a long dead past, and the eyes staring back weren't mine at all. They were darker, like they'd seen the fall. And I heard a voice from the broken ground, said, "You've been dead since you came around. Every step you take just digs it deep. You ain't walking, you're buried beneath." I tried to run, but the road stood still, like it bent to match my will. Every turn just led me back to the same old dirt, the same old track. And the sky cracked open without a sound, but no light ever came back down. Now I see them all in the fading gray, every soul that the road betrayed. They don't speak, they don't cry, just walk with that hollow in their eyes. And I feel myself fading thin, like the dark's finally settling in. If I ever lived, I can't recall. Maybe I never did at all. God forgot this road I'm on. Left me here where the hope is gone. Every prayer just turns to stone in a place that won't let go. Hear the silence scream my name like it's feeding on my shame. I don't kneel, I don't beg. Just keep walking where the lost souls bled. God forgot, or maybe he knew what this road was gonna do. Turn a man into something less, just a shadow in the emptiness. If there's mercy, it missed this place, didn't leave a single trace. I don't fight, I don't plead, just become what this road believes. So if you ever see that broken sign at the edge of nowhere, past the line, turn around, don't you go too far. Don't follow the pull of a dying star. 'Cause once you walk where I have gone, you don't come back. You just move along on the road where God is gone. The tracks hum low in the dead of night, like they're calling something out of sight. The station's empty, cold as stone, like it forgot it was ever known. A flickering lamp swings back and forth, like it's marking time without a course. And somewhere far a whistle cries from a train that never arrives. I bought a ticket from a man with no face. He didn't speak, just slid it my way. Said one way ride, no turning back, then disappeared into the black. The platform groaned beneath my feet, like it knew who it was about to meet. And when the train came into view, it felt like something I already knew. No number mark, no destination sign, just rusting shadows down the line. And every window showed the same, a reflection I could not name. The door slid open with a hollow sigh, like something living had just passed by. And deep inside a voice I feared said, "You've been expected here." It's the midnight train to nowhere, alright, where the past and the future collide. No place to stop, no place to stay, just endless track that fades away. Oh, I tried to leave, but I'm too far gone. Every mile keeps pulling me on, and the deeper I go, the less I care where this train goes, or if I'm there. The seats were torn, the air was still, like time itself had lost its will. A woman sat across from me with hollow eyes that couldn't see. She whispered low, "You'll understand," as she reached out with shaking hand. But when I blinked, she was just gone, like she had never been there at all. The lights above began to fade, like they were afraid of what they made. And every face I thought I saw was just a shadow with no law. The wheels kept turning slow and grim, like they were grinding bone and sin. And every sound along the track felt like it was pulling me back. It's the midnight train to nowhere, I ride, where the past and the future collide. No place to stop, no place to stay, just endless track that fades away. Oh, I tried to leave, but I'm too far gone. Every mile keeps pulling me on, and the deeper I go, the less I care where this train goes, or if I'm there. I walked the aisle through car to car, but every door led just as far back to the place I'd been before, like the train had no real core. A conductor stood in worn-out black with a lantern dim and a crooked back. He tipped his hat but didn't speak, just pointed where the walls grew weak. I looked outside but saw no land, just endless dark like shifting sand. And in the glass I saw my face, slowly fading without a trace. And then I knew what this ride was, not where I'm going but what I was. Every choice I left behind, now carved into this endless line. No start, no end, no right, no wrong, just echoes stretched too long. A journey made of what I've been, rolling through the dark within. It's the midnight train to nowhere I ride, where the past and the future collide. No place to stop, no place to stay, just endless track that fades away. Oh, I tried to leave, but I understand this train was never part of a plan. And now I see what I've become, another passenger on the run. Now I sit as the whistle cries, under never-ending skies. No sleep, no dream, no waking call, just movement through it all. And if you ever hear that sound of iron wheels on hollow ground, don't look too long, don't stay aware, or you might find yourself on there. The station waits, but not for me, just a ghost of what could be. And somewhere lost beyond the air rolls the train to nowhere.
There's a low drum beating in my chest tonight, like a worn out engine barely holding tight. Got a cigarette burn where my past should be, and a trail of ghosts walking next to me. I ain't running fast, just a steady fall. Every mile I take feels like last call. There's a cross in flames in my rearview line, but I never stop, I just take my time. And the night leans in like it knows my pace, like it's got my name in a resting place. I'm on a slow ride to the end of mercy, where the road runs dry and the truth runs dirty. Every heartbeat drags like a chain on stone, and the silence hits like I'm not alone. Hear the tires hum like a funeral song for the man I was that's been dead too long. I don't pray, I don't pretend, I just roll till the bitter end. There's a bar still open past 2 a.m. with a broken sign that just says amen. I walked inside, but I ain't feel seen, just a hollow man in a dying scene. Bartender said, you look half gone. I said, hell, I've been since way back when. He just poured me black and slid it slow, like he knew I had nowhere else to go. And the jukebox played something low and thin, like it scratched at the bones beneath my skin. I'm on a slow ride to the end of mercy, where the road runs dry and the truth runs dirty. Every heartbeat drags like a chain on stone, and the silence hits like I'm not alone. Hear the tires hum like a funeral song for the man I was that's been dead too long. I don't pray, I don't pretend, I just roll till the bitter end. There's a woman's voice in the backseat still, says my name like a wound I can't unfeel. I don't turn around, I don't check the glass, but I feel her breath every mile I pass. She says, you remember that rainy night? I grip the wheel, but I don't reply, 'cause I see it clear in the passing lights. That moment frozen, that final sight, and the road goes straight, but my mind bends back to a single choice I can't unpack. Every mile I drive just circles in, like I never left where it all began. 82 beats and everyone drags like a nail in time I can't pull back. engine hum like a dying breath, counting down to a quiet death. Now the gas runs low and the sky turns gray, like the world itself's gonna fade away. There's a sign ahead, but I can't read, just a blur of doubt and the final need. If there's something waiting at the end of this, it ain't forgiveness, it ain't bliss, just a place where the road gives out and the silence swallows every doubt. I'm on a slow ride to the end of mercy, where the past don't fade and the scars stay dirty. Every breath I take feels borrowed, thin like the dark's already settling in. Hear the engine fade like a last goodbye, under hollow stars in a dead black sky. I don't turn, I don't mend, I just roll till the bitter end. Slow ride, no escape, every mile seals my fate. No light, no release, just a road that never leads to peace. If you see headlights drifting slow at night, but they don't get closer and they don't feel right, don't follow, don't pretend, 'cause some roads don't ever end.
The clock strikes 12 with a broken chime, like it's counting down borrowed time. The wind drags knives across the sky, and the stars refuse to testify. Somewhere distant a dog won't bark, like even sound is afraid of the dark. And the night leans in, slow and tight, waiting for vengeance at midnight. This ghost town place, with fire still burning behind my face. Same old streets, same crooked signs, but nothing here remembers mine. The saloon door hangs like a jaw half dead, swinging slow with words unsaid. And every step on the wooden floor feels like it's been stepped on before. They all stopped when I crossed inside, like the past had just arrived. No greeting spoke, no eyes met mine, just silence drawn in a straight line. I didn't come here to pray or plead, I came for the dead they refuse to bleed. And every breath that I take tonight is one more step toward the fight. It's vengeance at midnight, cold and clean, where the truth cuts sharp and the lies turn mean. No angels here, no place to hide, just the reckoning walking side by side. Oh, I waited long in the dust and flame, carving every face into my name. And now the dark is holding still. For the moment I collect my will. The barkeep froze with the glass half full, like he felt the pull of something cruel. A man in the corner didn't move a blink, just watched the night begin. begin to sink. I said, you remember what you did that day? He turned away, but the fear stayed. And every shadow in that room started breathing like it knew its doom. A memory crawled through the smoke-filled air, of blood on wood and a prayer not there, of a man left dying in the rain while they left away the pain. Now I'm not the boy I used to be, I'm what survives the memory. And every ghost that calls my name will learn the meaning of the same. It's vengeance at midnight, cold and clean, where the truth cuts sharp and the lies turn mean. No angels here, no place to hide, just the reckoning walking side by side. Oh, I've waited long in the dust and flame, carving every face into my name. And now the dark is holding still for the moment I collect my will. The first man stood with a trembling hand, said, you don't understand this land, but I've seen deserts swallow men whole, and I know the weight of a broken soul. A shot rang out, but I didn't flinch. Time itself seemed to twitch, and when the smoke finally cleared the room, was drowning in its own doom. One by one they tried to run, but the night had already begun. No door was open, no path was free, just consequence and memory. I don't feel anger like I once did. It's something colder that I've hit, a quiet storm without a name, that doesn't burn, it just remains. And every face I used to know turns to ash in the afterglow, like justice wears a different skin when the midnight lets it in. It's vengeance at midnight, cold and clean, where the truth cuts sharp and the lies turn mean. No angels here, no place to hide, just the reckoning walking side by side. Oh, I waited long in the dust and flame, carving every face into my name. And now the dark is holding still for the moment I collect my will. Now the town is quiet, too damn still, like it finally paid the final bill. The wind moves through what's left behind, like it's erasing every line. I stand alone where the story ends, no enemies, no friends, just silence heavy as the grave, and everything I couldn't save. Midnight fades, but the weight remains like rust that never leaves the chains. And I walk on through the fading light, still carrying vengeance from midnight. The cicada stopped without a sound, like the whole world had shut it down. No crickets sing, no dogs will bark, just heavy heat and deeper dark. The wind hung still in cotton trees, like it forgot how to breathe. And every porch light, faint and dim, felt like it might go out with him. The radio cut mid-broken tune, some gospel song about the moon. Then nothing but a hollow hum, like even sound had come undone. The road stretched out in pale dirt lines, where even time forgets its signs. No truck, no train, no engines roar, just silence settling more and more. The church bell tried to stop to ring, but choked itself before the swing, like something in the air that said, not tonight, before it bled. The field stood still, the sky leaned low, like it had nowhere left to go. And every breath I tried to take felt like a world about to break. That was the night the South went silent. No thunder when the voices violent. Just stillness stretching coast to coast like something lost had taken most. Oh, I tried to call, I tried to pray, but sound just faded all away. And every heartbeat in my chest felt like it was holding its breath. Froze without the ice, like it forgot its own device. The water there, but somehow gone, like it had stopped before the dawn. The porch swing didn't dare to move, like it had nothing left to prove. And every shadow on the ground refused to make a single sound. I saw a dog stop midway run, just staring at a dying sun, then turn away without a care, like even instinct wasn't there. The wind gave up before it tried, like even storms had turned aside. And every second holding still, bent toward a broken will. That was the night the South went silent. No thunder when the voices violent. Just stillness stretching coast to coast, like something lost had taken most. Oh, I tried to call, I tried to pray, but sound just faded all away. And every heartbeat in my chest felt like it was holding its breath. The town clock stopped at 3:04 and never moved again no more. Like time itself had lost its grip and let the moment slowly slip. No footsteps echoed on the street, no passing cars, no human heat. Just empty space where life should be, a quiet kind of history. I looked around and understood this wasn't bad, it wasn't good. It was a pause too deep to tell. Between what's here and what is fell, it ain't the night, it ain't the land. It's something no one understands. When everything you thought was sound just leaves and doesn't come around. And silence don't just mean the end, it means the world won't speak again till every soul begins to feel what silence makes too real. That was the night the South went still, like it had lost its final will. No heaven spoke, no hell replied, just empty space on every side. Oh, I tried to move, I tried to say, but nothing hurt me anyway. And every breath I take tonight still lives inside that silent night. Now sound returns, but not the same, like it remembers what it came. No peace to find, no truth to name, just echoes of that silent flame. And if you ever hear the world go quiet like it's been unfurled, don't speak too loud, don't ask what's wrong, or you'll hear the South's lost song. The wind came back, the trees now sway, but something never went away. And I remain where silence lies. From the night the South went silent skies. The sun is burning down on my back. This road of bones ain't never looking back. Boots heavy with the weight of my sins, another ghost calling out in the wind. The desert's whisper cutting through the night, telling me I ain't going to die without a fight. I left my past in ashes and in pain, but every mile just bleeds me out again. Dust, blood, and broken spurs, it's all that's left of the man I once was. Dust, blood, and broken spurs, riding through the storm with a heart full of scars. is burning down on my back. This road of bones ain't never looking back. Boots heavy with the weight of my sins. Another ghost calling out in the wind. The desert's whisper cutting through the night, telling me I ain't going to die without a fight. I'd have left my past in ashes and in pain. There's a place where the wind won't stay, where the ground remembers every name, and the branches don't bend with time. They just wait for a reason to climb. The moon don't shine it on the stairs at all the things that once were there, and the air feels thick like it knows the tale of the hanging tree down by the trail. First heard about it when I was a child, from voices low and eyes gone wild. They said don't go where the roots run deep, where the dead don't rest, they only sleep. But I grew up with a restless heart, and warnings only tore me apart. So I followed the road where the shadows leaned into the silence of evergreen. The forest closed like a shutting hand, pulling me into forgotten land. And every step on the twisted trail felt like I was part of the tale. And then I saw it through the haze, a shape that broke the forest maze, a crooked silhouette on high, scratching lines into the sky. It's the hanging tree where the lost don't leave, where the wind still whispers what it believes, where every branch holds a memory of the ones who came but never got free. Oh, I hear it calling low and slow, where the broken shadows go, and every step that I take near feels like I was always here. The bark was black like a burned out past, where nothing living ever lasts. Names were carved in fading lines, like warnings trapped in twisted pines. I reached my hand, but the air turned cold, like something ancient took my hold. And in the silence I swear I knew that the tree was watching too. A rope still hung from a broken limb, swaying slow like a quiet hymn, not pulled by wind, not pulled by fate, just waiting patient, still and straight. And the forest seemed to breathe as one, like it remembered what was done. And every sound I tried to speak was swallowed by the hollow deep. It's the hanging tree where the lost don't leave, where the wind still whispers what it believes, where every branch holds a memory of the ones who came but never got free. Oh, I hear it calling low and slow, where the broken shadows go, and every step that I take near feels like I was always here. I saw shapes moving in the wood, like they remembered where I stood. Not quite alive, not quite gone, just echoes of a lifelong drone. A voice came out from the crooked grain, soft like sorrow, sharp like pain. It said you came here on your own, now you're part of what has grown. The ground below felt less than real, like it forgot how life should feel. And every breath I tried to take was something the tree would break. And I understood too late, there was no path, no escape. The forest doesn't let you flee. Once you see the hanging tree, it doesn't kill, it doesn't save, it just remembers what it gave. And every soul that passed its sight
still walks its roots at night. It's the hanging tree where the lost don't leave, where the wind still whispers what it believes, where every branch holds a memory of the ones who came but never got free. Oh, I hear it calling low and slow, where the broken shadows go. And now I know what I've become, just another voice in the hum. Now I stand where the silence grows, beneath the weight that nobody knows. No longer running, no longer free, just part of the hanging tree. And if you ever walk this place and feel the air begin to change, don't look up, don't ask why, just let the forest say goodbye. The wind don't move, the night standing still, the tree remembers what it will, and I remain where shadows be, forever bound to the hanging tree. There's a hollow in the valley where the dead winds moan, where the trees grow crooked like they've seen what I was raised on the taste of a sinner's regret, with a Bible in one hand and a blade in the next. Daddy drank till his shadow turned mean and cold, said the world's just a grave, boy, you dig or get sold. So I learned how to bury what I couldn't outrun. Now the dirt knows my name better than anyone. And the night don't sleep when it's inside your skin, it just claws its way out from within. Ashes don't pray, and neither do I. Heaven went silent the night mama died. I scream at the sky, but it don't reply, just echoes of hell and a vulture's cry. I walk through the flames where the lost ones stay, where mercy's a lie and the dead souls stay. If there's grace, it's too far away, 'cause ashes don't pray. There's a church on a hill with a cracked front door, and a preacher who don't believe anymore. He got blood on his hands and a cross on his chest, as forgiveness is just something sold to the rest. I lit a match where the candle should burn, watched the pages of salvation curl and turn. He just stood there smiling like he understood that the fire in my veins ain't never been good. And the bells don't ring when the truth walks in, they just rust in the weight of sin. Ashes don't pray, and neither do I. Heaven went silent the night mama died. I scream at the sky, but it don't reply, just echoes of hell and a vulture's cry. Walk through the flames where the lost ones stay, where mercy's a lie and the dead souls stay. If there's grace, it's too far away, 'cause ashes don't break. Met a woman in black by a roadside grave. grave, she was digging a hole like she dug my fate. Said, every man's got a debt to pay. Then she looked at me and whispered my name. Her eyes were empty like a burnt out star, like she'd seen every wound and every scar. She said, you've been running since you were born, but the end's already been carved in stone. And I followed her down where the roots run deep, through the bones, the secrets we tried to keep. She said, a soul like yours don't ever get free, it just trades one hell for eternity. I tried to wash these hands in the pouring rain, but the blood just danced in the crimson stain. Every prayer I spoke turned to dust in my mouth. Every road I took just circled me out. Now the sky hangs low like a loaded gun, and I taste my end on my tongue. There's a noose in the wind and it calls my name like a lullaby soaked in shame. I carve my sins in the walls of time, but they carve me back in a darker line. And the man I was ain't the man I see, just a ghost with a pulse where a heart should be. Ashes don't pray, and neither do I. Heaven went silent the night mama died. I screamed at the sky, but it don't reply, just echoes of hell and a vulture's cry. I walk through the flames where the lost ones stay, where mercy's a lie and the debts all stay. If there's grace, it's too far away, 'cause ashes don't pray, ashes don't pray. They just drift and fade, like the lives we lost and the debts we made. Every breath I take feels borrowed and thin, like the reaper's already wearing my skin. If there's peace, forgot my name, left me drowning in smoke and blame. I ain't clean, I ain't saved, just a soul that the darkness claimed. So lay me down where the black earth cracks, with the sins I carried strapped to my back. No stone, no cross, no sacred ground, just the sound of silence dragging me down. And if there's a God, he turned away long before I lost my way. Now the fire's gone cold, but the debt remains, and ashes. Ashes don't pray.
There's a fabric meant for mourning, clean as anything could be, but it doesn't stay that simple. Once it starts remembering me, and the light don't land the same now, like it hesitates to show what's been quietly unfolding beneath the collar and the coat. I wore it like it meant nothing, like it couldn't be involved in the weight of what was coming, or the things I couldn't solve. But the stains don't ask permission, they don't care what they disguise, they just settle into fibers like they've always had the right. Every step feels slightly heavier, like the claw can't escape. People don't look too closely, or maybe they just won't see the difference between appearance and what refuses to leave. I keep my posture steady, like nothing's out of place, but I feel it in the silence that reacts to what I face. There's no moment of exposure, no sudden breaking through, just a slow and quiet knowing that it's already too true. No truth to fix, no past to burn, just something that won't ever turn. And every step I try to take feels like it's already stained. There's blood on my Sunday clothes, I see. It was never just on me. No matter how I tried to lie, it stayed when time went by. Oh, I turned, I didn't run, let the damage come undone. But every thread I thought was pure just learned to carry something more. Now I don't try to clean it, let the fabric hold its truth. There's no separation left now between the worn and youth. And it isn't punishment speaking, it's just consequence in thread. Like the past don't need repeating when it's already been said. And in that quiet realization, with no resistance left to try, I stopped calling it a failure and let it occupy. It ain't the stain that makes it real, it's what you stop pretending to feel. Everything you try to hide still gets carried from inside. And Sunday clothes don't stay the same, they learn the weight of what you claim. So every mark you thought would fade becomes a cloth you never trade. There's blood on my Sunday clothes, I know. It was always meant to show. No matter how I tried to be, it stayed right here inside of me. Oh, I stood still, I didn't fight, let it settle in the light. And every version I once wore is stained and nothing more. Now the fabric doesn't differ from the things I tried to hide, just a quiet understanding of what refuses to divide. And if you ever dress in silence, thinking nothing will expose, don't assume it stays as cover. It remembers what it knows. Like a dying breath, dragging steel across what's left. No station sign, no final call, just empty tracks and nothing at all. The headlights cut through dust and air, but there ain't no destination there. And every mile that disappears just echoes back through all these years. I bought a ticket I didn't need, paid in regret and silent greed. The conductor didn't ask my name, like it wouldn't matter all the same. The seats all worn, the windows cracked, like time itself can't double back. And every face I try to see turns away slowly from me. The train don't stop, it don't slow down, it don't care who's lost or found. And every track it rides along feels like somewhere I went wrong. No map to read, no path to trace, just movement without a place. And every breath I try to take feels like a quiet, slow mistake. This is the last ride to nowhere tonight. No end in sight, no wrong or right, just endless motion, cold and bare, going somewhere that ain't there. Oh, I tried to turn, I tried to stand, but nothing moves at my command. And every mile I can't ignore feels like I've ridden this before. The whistle cries, but no one hears. It cuts through silence, not through ears, like it's calling something lost that vanished long before the cost. A suitcase sits beside my feet, filled with things I couldn't keep. Every letter, every name, just fragments that won't stay the same. I catch my face in passing glass, blurring like a fading past. And for a second I can tell I don't know me that well. The wheels don't rest, they only grind against the rails inside my mind. And every thought I try to send just circles back again. This is the last ride to nowhere tonight. No end in sight, no wrong or right, just endless motion, cold and bare, going somewhere that ain't there. Oh, I tried to turn, I tried to stand, but nothing moves at my command. And every mile I can't ignore feels like I've ridden this before. I walk the aisle, no doors to find, just empty rows and fading signs. No exit sign, no light ahead, just something pulling me instead. The conductor stands at the far end, not foe, not guide, not even friend. He tips his hat but doesn't speak, like answers are too weak to seek. And in that stillness, cold and drawn, I realize what I've been on. Not a train, not rails, not steel, but something I can't quite reveal. It ain't the road, it ain't the track, it's every step you can't take back. Every choice you let remain becomes a different kind of train. And nowhere ain't a place you go, it's something deep you come to know. When all the paths you tried before don't lead anywhere anymore. This is the last ride to nowhere I see, and it's been waiting here for me. No turning back, no getting off, just endless line I can't uncross. Oh, I tried to leave, I tried to flee, but the ride is part of me. And every mile I thought I knew just fades into a darker view. Now I don't fight, I don't pretend, I ride this line that does